name's Catherine Lee, and I'm here to talk about relationships. Today we're going to talk about he's really nothing into you. Some of the signs you might be looking for if you're dating Mr. Ron, if he's really nothing into you, if he's a player, whatever. Some of the things that we look for, women sometimes have a tendency to over-dramatize what a relationship is, even if it's not there. So I'm just going to try to give you an understanding of what a healthy relationship looks like, and if you're dating the right person or Mr. Ron and you need to get rid of him. So you think you found the right one, you swear that all the signs are there, and you ask yourself, gosh, this is a great feeling. I feel like I'm on top of the world, I'm happy, I'm bubbly. Oh, it's the best feeling in the world. It's like walking on rainbows. And then you think to yourself, like, what are some of the signs that you guys think of when you fall in love? That you feel? That you felt? Mariah?
Butterflies, lack of appetite.
Perfect! Great. What about that first kiss? What did it make you feel like? Were there fireworks? Did you get weak in the knees? Anybody?
Fireworks somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, you start texting, like you blow up each other's phones, texting and talking for hours. Anybody do that? I know I have. Anybody in the audience? Okay,
Yeah.
Perfect. You spend countless hours thinking about him, like when is he going to call and what are we going to do next? And I love this guy, he's the greatest thing in the whole world. And you might even go to lengths like change your wardrobe or get a new hairstyle. Or even a makeover, and then something goes wrong. The phone calls and the text stop. He starts introducing you as a friend to other women. That stinks. He no longer wants to be seen with you in public. He starts becoming a no-show, like, hey, let's go out for a drink or let's meet for dinner, and then you sit there for hours and the guy never comes around. He starts becoming too busy to get together. And he has to get, believe it or not, he has to get wasted or drunk to see you. That's not a good sign. He claims to be emotionally unavailable. That is so cliche. Anybody hear that one? Yeah. He starts avoiding eye contact and he starts folding his, and body signs are a really good sign of that. He starts going like this, or crossing his legs. That's a definite sign like, yeah, I'm off limits. Yeah. Okay, so you start to ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Or what went wrong? Have you ever felt that way, Mariah?
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of stinks. You're just like, you're over-evaluating and your brain is going 100 miles a minute like, what went wrong? This was perfect. Is it something you said? Is it something you did? And there's scientific fact that men and women are wired different emotionally. Psychologically, biologically, we are wired different. And an almond-shaped cluster of neurons processes experience different in men and women. I found that really interesting. It's like software instructions and how they are to put to use in their brain. These sensors in men respond to what's going on outside of the body, and for women, it's what's going on inside. So we are really wired differently. So what does intimacy mean to men? Ben?
Means to be able to have trust in the other person, to be able to feel comfortable with your body next to theirs,
Okay.
at least spending time and whatnot.
Okay, perfect. Let me give you an example with some of the physical characteristics or the physical, what does intimacy mean to a man? Deep physical connection. Huge thing for a man. Number one on the list. Foreplay, hand-holding, hugging, kissing, understanding each other's physical needs, an ability to communicate your physical needs, and physical time alone together. It is a proven fact that men are very sexually oriented because it's a physical action. I hope not to offend anybody. And sensitivity to know when physical needs are present. And now, Mariah, since you're my only woman in the audience, what do women think of intimacy? What are some of the things like? And I want all the guys to remember, we gotta hurry with it. I want all the guys to remember the physical thing. The word physical is really key here.
I'm more emotional. I don't know.
Okay, women, what women think about intimacy is deep emotional connection, daily sharing with the heart, you know, like, oh man, this feels good or this doesn't. Daily hearing the heart of the one you love, or daily time hearing the heart of the one you love, I'm sorry. Ability to cry easily and together at emotional moments, a sensitivity to know immediately when feelings are hurt. Understanding each other's dreams and goals.
And then why is it that when you give them all that, they like get bored and leave?
Hang on to that thought. Questions in a minute. Closeness of the heart and soul. So we're all about the emotional connection, where men are all about the physical connection. So, yeah. And now you ask yourself, am I dating Mr. Right or Mr. Wrong? How can I tell? What are the signs to look for? Give me one sign, Mariah.
Spending time together.
Okay. Physical signs. If his body language is distant, he is not into you. Get rid of him. Emotional signs. He has problems or avoids talking about his feelings, or is not sure of how he feels after a certain period of time. Definitely don't waste your time. Get rid of him. He starts not accepting social invitations and does not want to be seen with you in public. We've already went over that one. He's either a player or a honeymooner. We all know what a player is. I don't really have to go into detail. A honeymooner is a guy that comes on hot and heavy and strong. I love you, roses, phone calls, texts. And a couple months down the road, nothing. Next, pretty much. A man who is afraid of commitment. This is either due to bad relationships, he cannot get his head out of the past, afraid of intimacy, freaks out, or distance himself when you talk about your feelings. Do you really want to waste your time with a relationship like that? Probably not. You never see him more than a few days in advance, or he comes around late at night. Probably a sign he's got another girlfriend, a wife, or something worse. He disappears for days or weeks or months, and he never discusses any future plans. Can anybody relate to any of them? And you're such a great guy, man. So, in conclusion and wrapping up my speech, these are some of the telltale signs that he's just not that into you. There's really nothing that we can do to make a man fall in love with us. We just have to try our best to look for the warning signs that we're headed in the wrong direction, correct them, move on, and find Mr. Right, because life is way too short. Thank you, everyone.